Hi there, my name is Keith. I've come back from the doctor and it is confirmed. I'm suffering from Grey Cup withdrawal. Grey Cup withdrawal hits a small percentage of our population each year. You come back from the Grey Cup and you realize that it's over. There's no grown men with watermelons on their heads. You're not partying until the wee hours of the morning. You're not yelling, "Sociable!" every 5 minutes. There's no great game. Nope, it's over. You come back to your existence and you try to blend back into society, but all you can do is think back to what was for that wonderful weekend and how amazing it was, and you just count down the days until next November when it starts again. Now, my doctor prescribed a remedy for me. He said, "Keith, you need to get up, young man, and you need to deliver a view from the 40 like you've never delivered before," and that's what I'm here to do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my View from the 40 in my thank you blog. That's right, my thank you blog. And let me explain. People have asked me, "Keith, you've been to a lot of Grey Cups. Which one is your favorite?" And I don't like to sit on the fence, but I'm going to have to on this one, and I'll tell you why. Each Grey Cup has had its own special memory for me. The first Grey Cup I ever went to. The first Grey Cup I ever went to with my dad. The 2011 Grey Cup, getting to see my favorite team, the BC Lions, win in BC. The 100th Grey Cup in Toronto. How about 2010, where I decided I was going to become a season ticket holder in Edmonton, even though I lived in Ottawa, just because I wanted to get really awesome Grey Cup seats. Each Grey Cup brings something new and something exciting, and I love them all. If you've never gone to a Grey Cup, you need to go. I don't care if you like the CFL or you don't, and I'm hoping you do, but even if you don't, you will see it is the best weekend in this country. It is absolutely fantastic, seeing so many fantastic people coming together. Now, the reason I wanted to do a thank you blog is because you go to the event, you have an awesome time, and you come back and you go back to everyday life. Well, this Grey Cup was so fantastic, and there were so many people that were a huge part of it, and I wanted to reach out to them and let them know that even some of the smallest gestures that they did meant a lot to me. So if you don't want to hear a grown man saying thank you for the next few minutes, I'll say my goodbyes now. But if you want to stick around, that'd be pretty cool. I want to start off by thanking the fantastic staff at the Rosedale on Robson. If you're looking for a hotel to stay at in Vancouver, this is the one for you. The lovely Christina and her fantastic staff make you feel like you're a king. I'm not royalty, but they made me feel like I was. From the moment I got there, actually, I'm lying to you, even before I got there, them reaching out to me, making sure they understood dietary restrictions and things of that nature. From the moment I put my head into the pillow after an awesome night of partying or waking up and going down for their awesome breakfast, the Rosedale is a fantastic hotel right in the heart of downtown Vancouver with fantastic views of the beautiful city. So thank you very much to the Rosedale on Robson. Next, I want to thank the CFL, not only for being a fantastic league, but for having some fantastic events. Fantastic events like the Tweet Up, where fans like myself who like to take to Twitter can get together with other like-minded souls and enjoy an afternoon of merriment and get together and talk about the league and what's going on in our lives and things of that nature. I also want to thank the league for putting on the State of the League. Now, the State of the League is an opportunity for our commissioner, Mark Cohen, to come out and tell us exactly what's happening in the league. It also gives us an opportunity to ask him questions. These aren't predetermined questions, and we throw everything at him, and he always answers. And I thank him and the league for putting on this event. I also want to thank the cheer teams. The men and women of the cheer teams of the CFL do such a fantastic job in our communities, and I've talked about that before. But seeing some of the phenomenal talent that they've got when it comes to their dancing and their aerial abilities, I've referred to the Edmonton team as the Cirque du Soleil of the North, and if you've seen them, you'll know that I'm right. I thank them for putting on such an amazing show, and they entertained a capacity crowd, and I thought it was fantastic. Now, I'm not trying to name drop, but I had the opportunity of meeting a lot of people from TSN. I say I'm not name dropping because I don't want it to seem like I'm coming here and I'm just saying, oh, I met this person, I met that person. It's important for me to note some of the different personalities from TSN that I met, because people from TSN are a huge part of my life. I watch football on TSN religiously, and I watch SportsCenter just as religiously. So, naming off a couple of people that I had the opportunity to meet: Darren Detition, an absolute pleasure to meet you, sir. Milt Stegall, I had the opportunity to meet you at the CFL Awards. Now, if you don't know, you should know. Milt Stegall was a fantastic player, a Hall of Famer, and one of the nicest guys you're going to come across. I walked up and I was a little nervous, and I introduced myself to him, and I could barely get "Hi, I'm Keith" out of my mouth before he stopped me and said, "I know who you are." Now we never said that if that was a good thing or if that was a bad thing that he knew who I was, but regardless, I'm going to roll with it and say it was an absolute pleasure to meet you. I had the opportunity of meeting Glenn Suter, one of the voices of the CFL. Him and his partner, Chris Cuthbert, call all the big games, and it was a pleasure to meet you, sir. I think you're fantastic, and Friday Night Football is a ritual with me, and it was nice to meet you in person. Kate Burness. A lot of my friends will tease me and say, oh, you got to meet your crush. Now, here's the thing. In all honesty, walking up to meet Kate Burness, my heart might have been pounding a little faster than normal, but within seconds it was back to normal because she is extremely down to earth, and it was an absolute pleasure meeting you. You are as nice as you come across on TV, and like I said, SportsCenter is part of my daily routine, so it was a big thrill. You know who else was a big thrill for me to meet? Pinball Clemens. Mike Pinball Clemens, who coached the Argos and also played for the Argos, was one of those people that I really wanted to meet during Grey Cup week, and I'll tell you why. Not only was he a fantastic player and a fantastic coach, but I remember in 2004 here in Ottawa, at the Grey Cup, Pinball's Toronto Argonauts were taking on my BC Lions. My BC Lions unfortunately came up a little short in that game, but here's the thing that I remember from that game. During the player introductions, Pinball Clemens positioned himself at the end of the tunnel in a light blue sweater, probably freezing his butt off. But as every single one of his players came out, he had something special with him, whether it be a secret handshake, whether it be a little pep talk, and that always stuck with me, and I thought that was probably one of the most fantastic things I've seen. Because not only was he a fantastic player and a fantastic coach, but in that moment he showed to me that he was an absolutely amazing leader, and that was definitely somebody that I wanted to have the opportunity to meet when the time came, and I'm glad that it came at Grey Cup 102. I want to say from the bottom of my heart a big thank you to Solomon Elimimian. Your Defensive Player of the Year and your Most Outstanding Player of the Year was probably being pulled in multiple directions during Grey Cup week. And the fact that he took the time to sit down with me and do an interview for this blog meant a lot to me. I'll never be able to repay that level of kindness, but you exemplify what I absolutely love about this league. Selfless people who have no problem giving back to the fans, and I'm so proud that you play for the team that I cheer for. Last, certainly not least, I want to thank the fans of the CFL. Too many to mention. Plus, if I started naming off names, eventually someone's going to say, hey, stop with all the name listing, or hey, how come you didn't name me? I don't care if you cheer for the Lions, the Stampeders, the Eskimos, the Riders, the Blue Bombers, the Argonauts, the Alouettes, the Tiger Cats, or the Red Blacks. If you support the CFL, I love you to death, and I thank you so much for it. It is always fantastic coming to Grey Cup week and seeing the people in what I like to call the colors of the league. It doesn't matter to me, again, like I said, what team you cheer for during Grey Cup week. We might be on opposite sides during the season, but we stand shoulder to shoulder during this festive time. I think the doctor was right. I'm feeling better now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time to check out this blog, and I thank everybody that I've listed in this blog and the many others that I haven't. Just know that if you were part of my Grey Cup week, you made it a very special vacation and a very special time of year for me, and for that I'm eternally grateful. As always, you can check me out on Twitter at CFL_fan, Facebook.com/WhittyWhittier, and WhittyWhittier.com. Until next time, that's my view from the 40.